Doma Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, speaking of concussion, we're going to talk middleweights. And for everybody in boxing right now, most of the people that are involved in boxing, they're pretty much hyped on the fight that's going to be coming up on the weekend between Gennady Golovkin, right? Triple G versus Canelo, Cinnamon Man, right? Canelo Alvarez. That's going to be the big fight. People have been hyped about it, I think, at least, right? You guys know here, the few that come in here, that I'm not that hyped. You guys know the reasons, right? Matter of fact, tables reserved. Me and my lady going out to eat, right? So it's cool for, us going out to eat. And on Povetkin and Anthony Joshua too. There's just reasons for it. You're seeing too much. It's not going to be like you're not going to get my full attention. I understand. There's enough people getting attention. Nobody cares what the Dome is doing. But whatever. I'm just saying. Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin is a good fight. But it's not. When I keep hearing that this is the fight between the two best middleweights, right? Like it's no doubt about it. Then it irks me. That's the media again. What we were just talking about yesterday. Just telling you. What you're supposed to believe. Because you're not supposed to believe your lying eyes, right? There's too many middleweights out there that are in the mix that these guys will not fight to be called, the best two. And what did I tell you yesterday? Ring Magazine the winner of this gets the Ring Magazine title. So do you understand why I don't care about the Ring Magazine, right? We didn't talk about the emails, but just stuff like this. The winner of this fight. Not having to say, the winner of this fight fights Charlo. But the winner of this fight fights Darenchenko Jacobs winner. And then we crown the Ring Magazine title. No, they're not saying stuff like that. So it would irk somebody. Let me tell you guys, the more you know, the less respect you have for the entities that are supposed to be in charge. Because they just do glaring things all the time. That's why you can talk about boxing. We were supposed to talk a lot about other sports. You get honed in on boxing because there's just injustices. So with that being said, the biggest news for me of the last day or two, news coming out, man, somebody might say something, this might be going on. You got the Sean Porter, Danny Garcia residue, Danny Garcia's pops, Angel Garcia, talking about, he might retire and sell weed. Stuff like that, making jokes like that. It might not be a joke nowadays. It's legal. Who knows? Those are the things that are out in the boxing news right now. If, your boy Sean Porter going to fight Errol Spence next. Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, having a little beef. All that stuff. I don't know about what's going on. I don't know. But the biggest thing to me is Jermall Charlo saying I'm going to knock Golovkin spark out. That's what's up. For me, that was the biggest news, guys. That's why you got to come, right? And you know what's coming from somebody who's doubting, right? If you're doubting, then why don't you send Golovkin to fight this dude? This is why I told you Golovkin's not fighting somebody like this because let me tell you, he's not front-footing Jermall Charlo. And if not, prove it. See, this is the fighter I would like to see because he's gonna front-foot Canelo. And he was going to front foot most of everybody. And the dude he wasn't going to front foot in the second fight would have been Jacobs. But he don't have to address that. Just like he said after the fight. I'm not addressing that to 5 or 6 fights down the line at 35 years old. What did I tell you? That means never. Right? Canelo has fought one guy in the 160-pound division. And that would be Gennady Golovkin. And considered the best middleweight on that merit. With all these guys around. Who says things like that? That's just not logical, right? It's not logical without having to beat other guys. Jermall Charlo is the mandatory. He's somebody formidable. He's somebody who's, who with him and Golovkin. That would be the fight that I would like to see the most right now. Second would be Golovkin against Jacobs 2. Because the first one was very, very close, no matter how you slice it. Those would be the fights. Or if Darenchenko wipes out Jacobs, then him. But, these guys are going to corner the market and fight each other. And after that, the Spike O'Sullivan, your boy here from Canada, David Lemieux, that winner, I hear Martin Murray talking about he might get the winner of that match. And if Golovkin win, who did I tell you gonna fight? Murata, the Japanese cat. There won't be no Charlos. It won't be no Jacobs. It won't be no Derenchinkos. It won't be the Billy Joe Saunders, Demetrius Andrade winner, unless it's Billy Joe Saunders, and then Golovkin will fight him. But Canelo already said Billy Joe Saunders is a runner, right? He called Billy Joe Saunders, his team, Billy Joe Saunders, a runner after he beat David Lemieux, right? Then took issue with Golovkin calling him a runner, saying that it's a form of boxing. Now you box. Yeah, exactly. It's a form of boxing. You don't just stand there, right? Well, neither does Billy Joe Saunders, right? So it's just all, just going back and forth with these guys. There's millions of reasons for me not to be hyped about that fight. I'm hyped about Jermall Charlo saying, listen, I'm willing to knock you out, and I'm going to knock you out. Now, the Charlos, for them, you know what I'm saying? These are twin brothers. Champion, both of them were champion at junior middleweight. A bigger one went up to middleweight, beat up two guys badly, Highland and another dude I'm forgetting right now, right? Beat him up badly, mandatory position, right? His brother's the champion, still in junior middleweight, with some other bad dudes in middleweight, right? Twin brothers from Texas. Canelo Alvarez had some of his biggest fights in Texas. Didn't have to fight these guys, right? But that's why I call them double trouble. Y'all remember? Doom, 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 double trouble. 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 What? They coming for you. They bringing their crew. You know, remember all that stuff? They don't need a crew because they coming with two. Y'all remember that? Anyway, double trouble. I forgot the lyrics, but that's what's up, right? Double trouble. These guys are serious. They're coming to knock you out, and they're coming to win. They're both undefeated. They should be huge stars. If they were from anywhere else but America, they would be extremely huge stars. Twin brothers doing what they're doing, right? One fight your boy Gennady Golovkin, right? And most people just say, hey, I'll fight him, if I have to, or if these things work out, if management says that. Speaking their mother languages we were talking about. Well, the Charlos are speaking the same languages as the Mikey Garcias, the Errol Spencers, the Deontay Wilders, and the two, Luis Ortiz and Rigondeaux. Charlos. I'm knocking out Gennady Golovkin. Who else says that? Right? I'm knocking him out. So that's how I want him to be in the whole week leading up to this fight coming on the weekend. That they stay in the media, stay present, stay telling him he's going to knock him out. Because first of all, then somebody might want to meet. But let me tell you about boxing now. The guys, once you get dangerous, right, the fan bases will not want them to fight you, right? Let's be honest. Think about it. Golovkin had a knockout streak, 23 matches, right? When he didn't knock out Jacobs, none of the Golovkin fans wanted to see that fight, the Jacobs 2 fight. Think about that. We got the monster here, but we don't want to see him fight him. Not again. Doesn't it sound like the Joshua fans too? Yo, he got 3 belts and all that. He's big. Look at him, 250 training, blah, blah, blah. He don't want to fight this little dude, right? Does his fans get upset at him? Nope. We don't really want to see him fight. That's how boxing fans were. Canelo, hey, he's a face of boxing. We don't want to see him fight nobody that's hard that he's going to beat. We're okay with him fighting at 155 pounds when we have 2,000 weight divisions. You right? We got 154 and 160. Seeing as though he could make 154, right? And he ain't going to go to 160. Then he makes 155, and everybody's okay with it. Even called it Canelo weight. So these guys are so entitled, right, that it just gets you to the point where it's like, okay, whatever, man. It's a whole lot of sports out there to be watching, to be just following something like that. You're not going to force feed no fight and tell me that these are the 2 best middleweights. That irks me. It's an insult to my intelligence and my eyes. They're not lying to me. I got these eyes, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm just going to go through a couple of sports and tell you my eyes. I will tell you, Lennox Lewis the baddest heavyweight I've seen. Right? And if I'm going to start an NBA team, I'm going to start with the dream. Right in the middle, Hakeem Olajuwon. I know all them other players, and I've seen this. Total dominance right there. Through the generations, that's the baddest dude I've seen. I can't nobody tell me what I saw, right? I'm going to put Dirk Nowitzki on the 4 position, too, by the way, because he's going with the original stretch 4. But we ain't going to basketball right now. I'm just saying, I believe my eyes. I do not care what some media is telling me to believe. And you shouldn't be there either. Let it go through your filter and decide. These two guys should be able to have a good fight, and it shouldn't be that lucrative. And they should be forced to fight someone formidable after this fight to decide who's the best middleweight. Not just crowning people that are undeserving now. And I know when you talk to Golovkin has won some fights in middleweight. He's still undefeated. Got it. But can you say unequivocally that he's the best middleweight right now? You probably can't. Right? You probably can't, and sleep good, right? Because it's not the truth anymore. He has to prove that, right? And beating Canelo isn't the proof of that, right? It's not, because Canelo is not some bad middleweight that ain't nobody want to fight. Do you understand? So there you have it. So the biggest news, if you ask me, of the last 2 days was Jermall Charlo, a member of Double Trouble, right? Saying, I'm going to knock Golovkin out. So come see me. That's the biggest news. Don't Sports Talk. Worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.